Hey, Namaste Soul Family. So that video that I just got to upload, I've been like trying to upload that since yesterday, but there was no internet and stuff like that. But you know what I want to talk about today? How do we speak to the animals? How do we communicate? And I was just like having a little like rooster sound off or chicken sound off with my my younger son Asher, and we were like talking like he was making like the sound that chickens make, and I was like doing my own version, and he was like, "Mommy, you sound just like the chicken." Was that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's because I spend good amount of time around the chickens. I wouldn't say I'm the perfect chicken imitator, but it's kind of close to, the clucking sound, and the screeching, that combination. But yeah, I used, whilst I, was in St. Mary, because I love the country areas because they're suitable for, animal rearing. And, the only sounds that you really, are subjected to listen to are like the animal sounds. Like, yeah, they sound, and they don't sound like noise. They're just, yes, baby. Nah, I'm not gonna do it I'm not gonna make the chicken sound in the video. He wants me to do the chicken sound. Nah, I'm chicken. Say I'm chicken.
You're chicken. Say no.
I'm not gonna say it.
Do it! You don't do it.
So how do we speak to animals? Do you remember what mommy said?
Yeah.
What did mommy say?
Said, you're delicious chicken.
No, I didn't say what I was saying. Like, I was just like giving an example of, like, say for example, I want to say, "You delicious chicken." Like, what did I say? How do you communicate that to the chicken?
You think.
Think what?
Think what you want to say,
And then
do
and then you do the animal sound.
Yeah.
You a smart boy. You actually remembered. I was.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
Row, 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 row.
what is that?
You don't even speak animal.
I don't speak dog, but like I don't know how to interpret. Not yet. Maybe I do, and I need to tap into that spirit, that frequency. But you tell me.
I said I love you.
Thank you. No. Did you hear what mommy say? So like some word language speaking is.
You don't know dog sound.
Yeah, no dog sounds, but baby. Sometimes you can understand a language in the sense that you know what the other person is saying, but sometimes you're not able to interpret what. No, sometimes you're able to speak a language, I should say, but you're not able to interpret it that well. If you guys get what I mean, I'm sure you get what I mean. And so whilst transcending higher and higher to higher frequencies, of course, when come to think about it, like what Asher in connectivity with what Asher was just saying, sometimes well, I feel like you gotta be at a certain frequency to be able to like think whatever it is you want to say, and imitate their sounds, and that helps to push the brain waves, the thought, because like they got technology that can read people's minds and pretty much speak for them. Like for example, I think Stephen Hawkins, he was in a wheelchair. Like I think what is his condition? I'm trying to remember what the health condition is that that he had. I'm trying to remember. I can't really remember right. I don't think it's sclerosis. I don't think that's it. Could be right. I'm not sure. But he's been confined to a wheelchair for most of his life. I would say so. I think so. And he was unable to speak, to move his lips, but there's this central nervous system connected to the wheelchair that he moved around in. okay, that would interpret his brain waves, okay, and creates a computerized voice that carries the thought his thoughts rather, that would like carry his thoughts and push them out into the physical, which is like a voice, right? So we already do got, there's all it's probably, it's not really like universal, I would suppose, but you know, it already does exist. But like with dogs, with animals now, I feel like once you get to a certain frequency, we can, you know, think our thoughts and use the sounds they that they produce. By imitating them, we can basically project, you know, what it is we think, or what it is we want, what it is, you know, we want to be executed. Like, okay, let's go for a walk, dog, boy. Let's, like, if you call your dog boy, you know, or whatever you call your dog, and you like woof, woof, woof. Are you like woof, woof, woof? Are you like thinking what it is you want? I feel like just doing that, you know, the animal, like specifically with that sound, I was imitating a dog. Of course, you know, the dog would therefore like get up or leap to, you know, whether it's to like play, you know, whether it's to go eat, to go get cleaned up, blah blah blah. So I was just, that just like randomly came to thought, you know, in regards to how do we communicate with animals, because we be like wondering, like, they don't talk, but they talk. To them it's talking, you know. But of course it's a frequency, and that's why frequencies, they affect sounds, okay? Frequency is sound, because sound is wave. Light is wave. Light is a wave, sound is a wave. Visual is a wave. Emotions are waves. You know, everything, frequencies, energies, currents, waves, like I added to that sequence, currents, waves, and flow, okay? Like, people like, how you flow? So, oh my god, it's my frequencies, energies, currents, and waves. Always, okay? So, yeah. So, I feel like definitely it's like, yeah, everything is like a wave, man. Beautiful. So once we tap in, and then when we get to those frequencies, we're gonna really realize that, hey, the animals are, in terms of frequency, vibrating higher than us. Because, like, people may say they work off of instincts, but the truth is, they got such strong inner guidance. They always do what they're supposed to do. Unless now there's like some wizard or sorcerer that, you know, taps into their frequency and manipulates their, you know, instincts, their guide, their embedded guide, and, you know, or guides, and, you know, to influence them to do something, you know, outside of that algorithm. But they do, and that's why, you know, that's how we got spirit guides. So yeah, so that just came to me. I was just thinking that we were just having a conversation, just like the previous video before this, about, what was I talking about the devil, Lucifer, and Satan. It was just like me and them just having a conversation, and just me responding, you know, it's just like really, you know, life-changing, enlightening, and stuff like that. Sipping away. So, but yeah, I do believe that they're, you know, the animals, they vibrate higher than we do, because like if they were below us, we would be able to understand them. But notice how they're able to understand us even when we do not speak. Like, we don't imitate their sounds. They still, like we say, like, get up, dogs. Because I hear people talk to animals a lot of times, like specifically a dog, and it's like the dog just knows that this person wants them to move, and like they will just like, it's not like they're really afraid. They'll go, you know, close by the person, just not in that area. And it's like, oh, you did understand what I said, you know. So animals, they do sometimes they can be a bit feisty, so they'll act like they don't know what you're saying or what you mean, but they know our language is, you know, this is we who do not understand theirs, and so therefore that makes them more superior. It doesn't seem that way, but the mathematical equation, you know, equates to that. Okay, 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, something that's higher, you know, understands what's below and also what's at its level. So they're able to understand us and themselves. We're not able to understand them, only ourselves. And so that's like a form of inferiority right there. Okay, it's like, oh, so human beings are inferior to the animals. Okay, also real-ish. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Of course, there are, you know, higher heights and deeper depths in regards to everything. The more I learn is the more I learn. There's always more to learn. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Namaste. That's how you communicate with animals. Like, well, we know some of them, you know, their sounds are, you know, it's just though they're quiet, but it's just that they are so, their vocal cords are really, 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 like, I know they all got vocal cords, but I guess like they're just really, really tiny, and it may seem as though they don't make sounds, but you know, everything vibrates, everything emits a frequency light, and everything, you know, transmute, should I say, or emits, you know, a frequency sound. Okay, so everything makes sound, because like sound is that, you know, sound. Would I say sound is masculine or feminine? And would I say light is I feel like one is, you know, I feel like maybe sound is feminine. I don't know. Maybe the light is masculine, you know, who knows? One is yin, one is yang. You know, like I said, you know, eventually all will reveal itself as we transcend to higher frequencies. But like one is masculine and one is feminine, because everything there is balance. Okay? Whether sometimes the balance is off, but there's a form of balance. What does that mean? There are at least two in everything, a yin and a yang. Okay, and so light goes with the sound, and thunderstorms, they show us and teach us that, because okay, there's the lightning, okay, there's the sound coming afterwards, because sound waves, they move slower, light frequency, you know, moves faster. Okay, so we can say frequencies attached to light are attached to light, and you know, waves are attached to sounds. And so pretty much frequencies are faster than waves. Okay, but you know, every sound is a wave. Every light, you know, is a frequency. And so when we see that frequency, that's the lightning. So something happened and clashed in the atmosphere, creating that visual, the light. Okay, that frequency, you can see it because it's attached, or you know, the visual sense. Then you got the sound that comes after, because the sound is that, you know, cause and effect, that friction, that sound, you know, eventually rolls in, like the thunder rolls, like you hear you hear them say thunder roll. Okay, and you know what rolls? Also waves, the waves of the seas, of the, you know, the oceans. Yeah, waves, they roll. Okay, currents, they roll. Okay, yeah. So like with the currents and the waves too, like we got like currents, like that's like a light. Okay, and then we got waves, that sounds. And so like frequencies, light, energies, sounds, currents, light, waves, sounds. Okay, So that, but it's like, increments or something. Okay, it's like frequencies eventually create guess a current or currency, current, electric current, and energies, eventually, transform into waves. Okay, waves of energies. You've ever heard that saying before? Waves of energies, something like that. So yeah, but like all that, currents and waves, they create a flow because the waves need that, power to flow, to go, which is the flow.
Wait, Jesse. One time, a lot of children were watching. When mommy just stopped looking at us. What? A lot of children were watching what? Yeah, in the bus part.
Yeah, so it's as though, so that definitely pulls the waves, the currents moves them, and I guess that goes for frequencies. Like frequencies, they actually like pull energies. Damn, like I'm actually having an epiphany while I was talking about this. Like, as I also saw the stopwatch, like, guys, actually, I just continued from the last video. Okay, so I didn't clear shit, but anyways, today's Saturday. I don't remember December how much. And yesterday was Friday when I was, when I did that, video about Lucifer, the devil, and Satan. And there was no internet. Like there wasn't any internet earlier this week. There wasn't any electricity. There wasn't any water for like 3 days. And like, and then, yesterday electricity went, internet went, and it's just like, it's been gone for about 24 hours, and it's like, damn, it's like the matrix is collapsing. So like, I don't know if you guys ever heard me say in other videos, I don't remember the title of these videos. All my videos are very good and important, and I remember saying, the matrix is gonna fall. Whatever you see happening close to the end of a particular year, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. That's gonna be amplified for the following year. And I've been talking about, the internet crashing, the matrix crumbling down, because all these structures and systems are of the matrix. I was like, it's not surprising. So a lot of issues gonna happen next year. Lack of water, lack of electricity, lack of internet connection. Still, pandemics, you feel what I'm trying to say? And so it's like, hey, school is closed, but at the same darn time, guys, it's like, there ain't any electricity. So I'm like saying, like, people gotta eventually start homeschooling their kids on some real ish. Okay? Yeah. Because like the school's gonna be closed, plus there's no internet, okay, at home. So I literally said that about like 2 years ago. It's gonna almost be 2 years now. Or I think I've been saying something like this for years, something like that. Yeah, I think I've, even before the pandemic, I was like, yeah. But yeah, so that's how you communicate with animals, I was just like talking about frequencies, energies, currents, waves, and flow. Your flow, flow. Wow. Now, just something else is coming to mind. Flow. I'm thinking about a woman's menstrual cycle. That's when I say flow. Because they call it the flow or the flat. Well, the flow. Yeah, it can be the flat too because of the aspects tied to it. But the flow. But like frequencies do pull waves, and currents do frequencies do pull energies. Frequencies do pull energies, and that's very important. And currents do pull flow. That's beautiful. So, like I said, how to communicate with animals. Like, once you're at that frequency, that 963 goddess frequency, man, you transcended past 369, 693. No, 639. 369, 639. And you're at that 963, man, you can, like, you know everything. Alright, I'm not really, but you can connect with the animals, and you gotta, like, be pure in heart. Clean hands and a pure heart. Okay? You gotta be at that frequency where you can communicate with any living organism or entity, even spirits. Okay? But I'm gonna talk about more about the frequencies and energies, currents, waves, flow, because that's something that's really strong in my spirit right now. Okay, guys, so namaste.
It's the bride from the scarecrow.